Because I think a lot of people are also shocked the fact that they're expecting a Ghanaian.
Yes.
And
An African.
Yes. Or even Nigerian,
Yes.
or whatever, because people are like, you know, call Nigeria, so maybe it's a Nigerian. There was a lot of that going on.
Yeah.
Was there a time where you thought, I need a Ghanaian woman, or were you just like, God, just give me the...
Funny enough, for the first time on this show, I've known a lot of Jamaicans. Yeah, I hardly eat African food. Yes, I think it's to do with my traveling as well.
Okay.
Because no man's land, Africa for so I would say get me broccoli and this or me a typical Englishman.
So you don't have a favorite Ghanaian dish?
I like yam and corned beef. If we'll call it a Ghanaian dish, then corned beef stew.
Okay.
You know,
There
I know hot, but me pay corned beef no yam meko. No what you try jenny dear.
Oh, okay.
What I say, no one could share be their tone chain. Okay. You know, and for ampesi, I hadn't eaten it in about 7 years. It was when we went to Kumasi recently that I told Juanita, Charlie ampesi mami, and you know, I was so excited. I was going to send you the picture actually. Oh yeah, new Kobe pie. The same thing. I was like, I actually liked it with
Kobe,
body. I hadn't eaten that in like, you know.
You seriously?
Yeah, but it's not missed. I enjoyed it, but I'm used to, because of my traveling, you know, I'm very used to, I thank God that he's settled that side, because a lot of people thought I could never get married. But in Sambia now, for just keep your life, you know, to yourself, and I'm grateful. 23rd actually is the wedding anniversary for my parents as well, and they've been married for about 36 years. Wow! So that day really means a lot to me. Yes.
And how did it feel when your wife was singing? I mean, I was blown away. I didn't even... She can sing!
As the years unfold, people would understand why I married her. Wow. Yeah, that was one of the surprises, right? Yeah. When everybody went like, oh my God, you know, yeah.
It was quite emotional.
But there's so many things people will start getting to know that will say, Charlie, what do you be into me? I just say Anne, you know, this is Annie Badu. She is a female version of me. That's how musically, so started Tunyoma. It's unbelievable when Annie is singing. I could keep quiet and listen to her without any instrument, just hear her sing, and her voice is so pure. You're like, yeah, and it's my duty to nurture that gift and bring it out. So my new album, I featured her on one of the songs.
Wow.
Yeah, Still You Reign, and in America. Now when I introduced her, the way people screamed, it was unbelievable. It looks like she'd have a bigger fan base than me. I mean, I was shocked.
Wow.
And then when we started singing together, it's coming on the new album, Still You Reign. Yeah. It was just beautiful. So, and in the right time, people will see, say, Charlie, no wonder. These two are just best for each other, yeah. Because I just want to be like the Winans family. If you talk about Badu, you know, so Charlie, when it comes to worship, when it comes to music, that's what it is. And that's the legacy I want to leave on earth.
Sonnie, you're not just, you know, a musician, you're an entrepreneur, I would say. Because Sonnie, K&O, estate agent.
That's where we started from.
That's where you started from? Yeah. Tell me a little bit about that.
That was an experience. I mean, I remember we spoke about that about 7 years ago. I was working in Funland. I've worked in Dixon's. I've worked in Boots. I've worked as a cleaner in London. I was cleaning Waterloo, no, BT Communication Center, cleaning heavy. I've worked in a boutique. I've worked in a chips and chicken shop.
Everywhere.
Yeah, I don't.
Where's that bread?
When people see me, they think, oh, he has money. Yes, I've worked very hard. So there was one time that I lost my job, and my then girlfriend then had a friend whose friend was an estate agent, and they were looking for somebody to employ. So my then partner said, oh, my man is there, and that's how I started K&O, and they trained me. Even though they didn't pay me well, the experience it's worth more than thousands of pounds. And from there, that's when I started meeting investors. And when I left there, that's when I started doing my own property stuff. That's when myself, Danny and Johnson started Mighty 3 Investments. We started buying properties everywhere, houses, building. We had a lot of money.
And then, so how did you venture into private jet consultants?
So to kwa untina plane mukwa. Untina first class untina hokwa. There was this man, Peter. We were on first class to Chicago. Then when we got to Chicago, we were going to another place, and we were also at the business class. Nina near Tibum. Inti, the spiritual. Why have we the same journey now? So I was like, it's amazing how you've been sitting by me. What's your name? And on also start here, we started chatting. What do you do? What do you do? Oh, I sell private. No. That 1 hour flight, he lectured me and said, listen, I want to help you.
Wow.
This is how it is. Get me this. Any airline, any plane, any private jet, I will help you. And that's how it started. And he's been taking me through training. And, you know, sometimes selling, you know, it takes time, but it is very important to have patience. Because they're big money you're talking about. But yeah, it's very good to be a jack of all trades. Yeah.
That's good. And so what about Eagle Eye Football Agency?
From my football background, I just felt like I could give back to football, discovering gifts and talents and recommending them or pushing them. And so I have people on the other side who, when we get them, we promote them or we recommend them. Of course, trials, but we're trying everything we can to discover the gifts and really push them well. And you know, Rome was not built in a day. Anything that builds overnight and you're good, you have to take time and build a foundation. So that one too, we're seriously working towards it, working on it. We want to really focus on Africa as well because there's so many talents in Africa. The only problem is they don't get the right people to direct them because those who pick them up have their own intentions. Or didn't Kuwait, baby, no, Jessica one time and that's it. You don't hear from them. And these guys are literally can play more than Messi. They're players in Africa, but they don't have the exposure. So in our own little way, I mean, recently I've met a couple of people who work with FIFA now. Just building that relationship, and then they'll give you directions on what to do so we can pull these talents out, because all you have in life is your gift and your talent. And when somebody abuses that gift or talent, that could kill you, and that's it, dismantle your life. But we're trying our best.
And because I know you're a #1 fan of Kwesi Appiah.
Yes.
I'm very passionate about him being the coach for Ghana. Supported him through everything.
Yes.
Still
support him. Wherever he goes, I go with him,
And so I know that you're very passionate about us supporting our own as well.
Yes.
So how did you feel about him?
I was extremely devastated. I mean, during the qualifications, everything went on smoothly. Because I follow Black Stars from, I can tell you Senegal 92. I can tell you all the players. Odate Lamte, Safujen Fee, Stanley Abra, Kwesi Appiah, Tony Bafutoni, Yaboa, Emmanuel Ama Senegal. I can tell you from match to match, Abedi Pele, all of them, Ablade Kuma, everybody's, from Senegal 92. You can have a staff who is good or a manager who is good, but people don't respect him, and you can put down a rule, so be a bit disrespected, you're out, and that is resolved. Because from the qualification stages, if he wasn't good, we would have seen it. You know, the team that won the World Cup was Germany. The only team that Germany could not beat was Ghana. Now, the second match with Portugal, apparently not players know scout changing room. DENTAA bobo. Now usikashe. So I dream bedeska. Brazil now one. You know, so the focus was everywhere. But Kwesi is always prayerful. He's happy. You know, he encouraging us in Libya. So I'm still a big fan of Black Stars, big fan of Baby Jet. You know, and I mean, I was telling people that Baby Jet should be honored because achievement now we're achieving. So Nigeria, because he's broken a lot of records. Ghana should learn how to, or we should learn how to honor our own people. Somebody like Abedi Pele. Abedi has given his 3 sons back to national teams. When we're talking about football, the Ayu brothers are in there. The world watches them. Abedi has a legacy with German and Bano. People like this, our own country people, have to moye statue because when it comes to football, you can even use them for history.
And then they get celebrated in other African countries.
Yeah.
Serious?
Yes, they go and people hear their name and scream, but when you come, oh, who does he think he is? That's the statement. I think we, the new generation, can change something. If the old generation want to do that now, we're determined to push each other. Definitely. That's why we encourage each other, and I think in time we will get there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And then one of your other ventures is the nursery.
Yes. Yeah. That was my gift to my wife. I mean, she has a nursery experience for over 15 years, and it's beautiful. Disney daycare. Yeah.
I know that you love children, and I know that every time that you come to Ghana, you do a lot of donations.
Yeah.
It's a way of you giving back.
Yeah.
Where are some of the places that you've been and you've donated?
We've been everywhere. I mean, some of the children were in remand for 6 years, 7 years, and we have pictures. I had the privilege to spend time with them. I was crying throughout because these children are future lawyers, future doctors. No, you're not to remand. You're jailing for 6 years, 7 years. Again, why OKYEAME mattress? I said in Kolaboni school, but in Kolaboni school, so even the teachers were telling us, because one of the girls, the father had died, the mother had died. She was with her uncle. The uncle tried to abuse her, and she ran away. And the uncle grabbed her and said, "Well, Mama Wacho reports that girl Bibi," and that's it. The girl was now placed there. This girl was talking and crying. Now, this girl is going through pain. When you 16, the pain will go through. What do you expect her mindset will be when she grows up? Yeah. So I've had the privilege to meet a lot of less privileged children. I mean, you cry, but it's a great honor to give back to society. I told God, I promised to God, make me somebody, and I promise never to fail you. And every year, so we visit as many orphanages, we go to the hospitals, go to places people wouldn't go. This Christmas, we took care of our widows. We selected 10 widows that we will give them gifts, money, cakes, drinks, rice, and oil. 9, spent quality, and we didn't call too many media people. They were praying for us, they were crying, and one of the ladies, her son, for 29 years, hasn't seen Papa, we are childbirth, and he's never seen his mom receive gifts like that. And it was emotional. Everybody was crying. So it's very important to give the little you have. Blessed are those who show mercy, for they shall obtain mercy. Simple. And that's my passion. So, yeah.
You just preached. Sonnie Badu the preacher. That's the other side of
That's
Sonnie
what
Badu.
they say.
And you're preaching now.
Yeah.
I mean, how is that? Like, is that different from singing on stage?
No, it's not different. Every worship leader is a preacher. Okay. The difference between a pastor and a worship leader is you sing, you preach through music. But I've been doing ministry for almost 19 years. So definitely there's an information, my father is a pastor. Yeah. I've lived in Asorifie, and I learned. I have a lot of mentors. Dr. Lawrence Tete, Pastor Kingsley Apieje, that's my spiritual father, my own father, Archbishop Duncan William, Pastor Ago, Pastor E. Adeboye, Bishop Oyedepo. I can name them. I've met all of them. I've encountered them. I've served all of them. So there's something you learn and you grow. Also, 2 years ago, you've grown, and eventually I'm still at the top of my game when it comes to my music and my concerts, but that side of me has also been birthed out, and I love my conferences. I mean, if you come there, people get healed, cancer patients get healed, brain dead child got healed this year. 2 insane children were in the conference, they got healed. A lady came with sore all over after the conference, she got healed. I mean, it's unbelievable. So why would I stop doing it?
And so you mentioned about the Sonnie Badu concerts, which have been a sellout.
Yeah.
And again, people been healed.
All over the world.
All over the world now. I know America was unbelievable.
Yeah.
What made you start doing a concert?
I didn't want to just do anything, so I took time to understudy what people are not doing. We went to me at a concert, but they're so boring that, you know, but when you come to a Sonnie Badu concert, it's fun, spiritual, you know, and intense, you know, and energetic as well. I decided to do this yearly because I knew that it wasn't everywhere I could go throughout the year, and my fans or those worshippers who love Sonnie Badu music, they would want to see the Sonnie Badu. So with God's grace, we got great sponsors. Marty's my management, they are just super. Name it and we get you there. I mean, whatever I require, they make sure that that's what I want, and they would ask you, is that all you want? You want? And we deliver. So it's just been awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Apart from everything I've just said, Sonnie, you also have a radio station, the Worship
Radio,
Yep, and then Clothing Line.
Yeah.
I've mentioned about 10 things,
Different things,
that Sonnie Badu is doing.
I write books.
Author.
Yeah, working on our magazines.
Wow.
Yeah, our shoe label as well. We're going into movies too.
Wow. You've always mentioned that, actually.
Yes,
Me and you
in fact, you're in the movie.
Yeah,
as well,
we've spoken about this movie for a while.
Yeah.
So it's actually going to happen now.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to get my role in my script.
Yes, get ready.
When? Next year?
Soon.
Soon.
Yes.
Okay.
So.
And so you're into fashion. You always look smart, very elegant, on point all the time. So do you design your own clothes? Like, how do you pick out what?
Yes, I do my own design. So for preaching, there's this gentleman in Ghana called Ogazi. He does my apparels, and then when it comes to concert, KOD, and then casual Eric, you know, so depending on, and I can only wear them once.
Yes,
you know, you can't wear them twice. So what I do now is once I wear it, I'll frame it up and then put it down there or give it to as a present to somebody, you know, and write underneath what I did with that outfit and take a picture and add it to it, you know, just being creative. And people really value that, you know. So if you go to the house, Sonnie Badu, I tell you, we not share, you know, and you know, it's a great. I got that from Michael Jackson. You know, he does that.
It's true, he does that.
Yes, so even if people wouldn't value, they do value it. Eventually, value because you're going to look for the stuff he gave to you, you know, and that's how I see myself. So,
Sonnie, like interviewing you today, you've made it seem almost like easy, but I know it's not easy. It's not easy being a minister. It's not easy being, you know, a preacher. There are times when Sonnie Badu cries. I'm sure there's loads of times.
Oh yeah.
And so, how do you keep going? Because I know pastors always say, I need you guys to pray for me. There are challenges. You do face challenges. And how do you cope? How do you deal with that?
Yes, there are huge challenges. The higher you go, the bigger your challenges. But once you have a good family, you go home and you know that my daughter is there, my wife is there, everybody's there, and you cut everything off. You know that you're home. Let's have a good time. That's one. Number two, a lot of people are waiting for your downfall. If you fall now, they'll laugh.
Yeah.
So no matter what you do, what you're going through, gather yourself together and quickly go. It's only a matter of time. Challenges will come, but that's where God shows up that He is really God. Now I write songs out of it. Like I have this new song called Rejoice. It's a reggae tune. So, woke up this morning, burdened and broken down. No food on my table. The landlord knocking on my door. Everybody pointing fingers. No one to call a friend, but still I say it is well with my soul. And then I heard a voice saying, rejoice, oh, I will rejoice in the Lord always. Oh, my soul, rejoice in the Lord always. So you hear this anywhere, you know you heard it first. It's one of the best songs I wrote to dedicated it to my wife, because of the reggae background. But it's a big song. We did it in America, and it was all over the place. So yeah, challenges makes me write this song. So once I face it, I'm like, that's somebody's story, and then I come out with a song.
Sonnie, when was the last time you cried?
So the wedding, wedding, I cried, and I think that was the last time.
Was that the last time?
Yeah.
In August?
No, in the concert time as well, in America. I was overwhelmed with what God did, and I just started crying. I'm very emotional. That's what people are. I'm extremely emotional, and I appreciate God for what He's done. He's kept to His word. What He promised He will make me, He's still in the process, and I'm so grateful.
What's your favorite scripture?
I have several, but let me see. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadows of the Almighty. I mean, I love that. Or you can take Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green. I have a preaching on that one.
Really?
Yes, and then I like John 1. In the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And you know that these are, you know, my uncle's scriptures that I stick with. Yeah. So
that is Sonnie Badu. I hope that you've enjoyed the show, and to be honest, I'm blessed to have him on the show 7 years later. We will have more next on the DENTAA Show.